Do not listen to this recording while driving or operating machinery. Only listen when you are in a safe, quiet space where you can fully relax and bring your complete awareness to your own comfort, allowing yourself to surrender completely to this healing journey of release and renewal. Before we begin this transformative experience together, I invite you to subscribe to the channel if you have not already done so. By subscribing, you become part of a community dedicated to healing, growth, and the gentle art of releasing what no longer serves you. Now let us embark on this profound journey of clearing and cleansing your subconscious mind. Take a moment now to settle yourself comfortably in your chosen space. Whether you are lying down or sitting, allow your body to find its natural position of rest. Feel the surface beneath you supporting you completely, holding you with perfect safety and care. Notice how your body naturally wants to release and let go, and give yourself full permission to honor this deep desire for rest and healing. Begin by taking a slow, deep breath in through your nose, filling your lungs completely with fresh, clean air. Hold this breath gently for just a moment, and then exhale slowly through your mouth, releasing not just the air, but also any tension, any worry, any heaviness that you have been carrying. With each exhale, you are already beginning the process of letting go, already starting to clear away what does not belong in your peaceful inner sanctuary. As you continue to breathe naturally and easily, imagine that with each breath you take, you are breathing in pure, crystalline light. This light is not harsh or bright, but rather a soft, gentle radiance that feels warm and nurturing as it enters your body. See this light as the purest form of healing energy, designed specifically to cleanse and purify your subconscious mind of any negativity, any limiting beliefs, any painful memories that have been hiding in the shadows of your awareness. With every breath in, this healing light grows stronger within you. With every breath out, the darkness and negativity are gently dissolved and released. You do not need to force this process or struggle in any way. Simply allow your natural breathing to become the rhythm of your healing, the gentle tide that washes away all that no longer serves your highest good. Feel your eyelids growing heavy now, as if they are made of the softest silk, naturally wanting to close and remain closed. There is no need to fight this heaviness. Instead, welcome it as a sign that your body and mind are preparing for deep healing work. Your eyelids are like gentle curtains, closing out the external world so that you can journey inward to the sacred spaces within your own consciousness. As your eyes close completely, notice how the muscles around your eyes begin to soften and relax. This relaxation spreads like warm honey across your forehead, smoothing away any lines of worry or tension. Feel this golden relaxation flowing down over your temples, releasing any stress that has been held there, any pressure from overthinking or anxiety about the future. The warm, honey-like relaxation continues to flow downward, reaching your jaw muscles now. Allow your jaw to soften completely, letting your lips part slightly if they wish to do so. So many of us hold tension in our jaw from speaking words we did not want to say, or from holding back words that needed to be expressed. Tonight, you can let all of that go. Your jaw becomes completely loose and comfortable, free from any need to hold on to unexpressed emotions or unsaid truths. This beautiful relaxation continues its gentle journey down your neck, releasing any tightness in your throat chakra. Your throat is the center of your authentic expression, and as it relaxes tonight, you are symbolically giving yourself permission to release any fear around speaking your truth, any anxiety about being truly seen and heard for who you are. The muscles in your neck become completely soft and at ease, supported perfectly by whatever surface you are resting upon. Feel the relaxation spreading across your shoulders now, those strong shoulders that have been carrying so much for so long. Tonight, you can set down every burden, every responsibility that does not truly belong to you. Your shoulders drop and release, becoming heavy and comfortable as if they are melting into a state of perfect ease. Any stress from trying to be strong for others, any tension from carrying other people's emotions or expectations simply melts away like snow in the warm spring sunshine. The relaxation flows down your arms now, reaching your upper arms, your elbows, your forearms. Feel each muscle group softening and releasing as this healing energy touches it. Your arms become wonderfully heavy and relaxed, so heavy that you could not lift them even if you wanted to, which you do not. This heaviness is not a burden, but a gift, a sign that your body is entering the perfect state for deep subconscious healing and clearing. The relaxation reaches your hands now, flowing into your palms and fingers. Your hands, which do so much work in the world, can finally rest completely. Feel your fingers becoming loose and comfortable, releasing any need to grasp or hold on to anything from your past that has been causing you pain. Your hands are symbols of your ability to let go, and as they relax completely, you are practicing the art of release on every level of your being. Now focus your attention on your chest and heart area. With each breath you take, feel your chest rising and falling in a perfect rhythm of peace and calm. Your heart, that beautiful organ that keeps you alive with its steady, faithful beating, begins to slow to a deep, restful pace. Any anxiety that has been held in your chest, any fear about the future or regret about the past, begins to dissolve like mist in the morning sun. As your heart center opens and relaxes, imagine that you can see or sense a beautiful garden growing within your chest. This is the garden of your authentic self, the place where your true nature blooms in perfect beauty and peace. In this inner garden, there is no room for the weeds of negativity, self-doubt, or limiting beliefs. Tonight, you are going to tend this garden with the loving care it deserves, pulling out any weeds that have taken root and planting new seeds of love, confidence, and positive possibility. Feel the relaxation moving into your abdomen now, that deep center of your personal power and intuition. Many people hold stress and negative emotions in their belly, creating tension and discomfort. Tonight, allow all of that stored negativity to simply melt away. Your abdomen becomes soft and comfortable, like a gentle pond on a still evening, perfectly calm and undisturbed by any ripples of worry or fear. In this deep belly center, you can imagine a warm, golden sun beginning to glow. This is the sun of your inner wisdom, your intuitive knowing that always guides you toward what is best for your highest good. This inner sun burns away any confusion, any self-doubt, any negative programming that has been hiding in your subconscious mind. Its warm light fills your entire torso with healing energy, creating a foundation of strength and clarity that nothing can shake. The relaxation continues down into your hips and pelvis, that strong foundation of your physical body. Your hips carry you through the world, and they also hold deep cellular memories of your experiences. Tonight, allow your hips to release any stored trauma, any pain from difficult experiences that your body has been holding on to. Feel your hip bones settling into perfect alignment and comfort, supported completely by the surface beneath you. As your pelvis relaxes, you might imagine roots growing from this area deep into the earth below you. These are not just any roots, but roots of healing light that connect you to the infinite source of renewal and rebirth that exists at the core of our planet. Through these roots, any negativity, any toxic energy that has been stored in your body or mind can flow downward and be absorbed by the earth, transformed into neutral energy that no longer affects you in any way. Feel the relaxation flowing down your thighs now, those powerful muscles that move you forward in life. Your thighs become heavy and comfortable, releasing any tension from pushing too hard or struggling against the natural flow of your life. Any impatience with your progress, any frustration with how long healing takes, simply melts away as your thigh muscles soften completely. The relaxation reaches your knees, those joints that allow you to be flexible and adaptable in life. As your knees relax, you are symbolically releasing any rigid thinking, any stubborn attachment to being right or having things go your way. Your knees become loose and comfortable, teaching you the wisdom of flexibility and the grace of bending without breaking. Down into your calves now, those muscles that help you stand strong in the world. Your calves release completely, becoming heavy and at ease. Any tendency to be overly responsible, to stand in places where you do not belong, simply flows out of these muscles and disappears. Your calves teach you that true strength comes from knowing when to stand firm and when to relax and let life support you. Finally, the relaxation reaches your feet, those faithful servants that carry you on your life journey. Your feet become completely heavy and comfortable, releasing any anxiety about your path in life, any worry about whether you're going in the right direction. Your feet Know the way, even when your mind feels confused. Trust in the wisdom of your feet to carry you exactly where you need to go, and allow them to rest completely now in this moment of perfect peace. Your entire body is now in a state of complete relaxation, from the top of your head to the tips of your toes. You are like a rag doll, loose and comfortable, heavy and peaceful. This physical relaxation is creating the perfect conditions for deep psychological and spiritual healing to occur. When the body is at peace, the mind can do its most profound healing work. Now, as you rest in this beautiful state of physical relaxation, begin to imagine that you are lying in a sacred clearing in an ancient forest. This is not just any forest, but a magical place that exists specifically for healing and renewal. The trees around you are incredibly old and wise, their roots extending deep into the earth, their branches reaching high into the star-filled sky above. These ancient trees have witnessed countless cycles of growth and decay, birth and death, darkness and light. They understand the natural rhythms of release and renewal that govern all of life. In their presence, you feel completely safe to let go of anything that has been burdening your subconscious mind. The trees are like gentle guardians holding space for your healing with infinite patience and compassion. The ground beneath you in this sacred clearing is covered with the softest moss, like nature's own healing bed. This moss glows with a very gentle, silvery light that seems to pulse in rhythm with your heartbeat. This light is the light of purification, designed specifically to draw out any negativity that has been stored in the deeper layers of your mind and consciousness. As you lie on this healing moss, you begin to feel a gentle tingling sensation throughout your body. This is the moss working its magic, creating a gentle magnetic pull that draws out any toxic thoughts, any limiting beliefs, any painful memories that have been hiding in your subconscious mind. The process is completely painless and actually feels quite pleasant, like a gentle massage that reaches into the deepest parts of your being. You might begin to see or sense these negative energies as they are drawn out of your body and mind. They could appear as gray shadows or dark clouds, or simply as a heavy feeling that is lifting away from you. Some people see them as tangled threads being gently unwound, or as muddy water being filtered until it runs clear. However you experience this process, know that it is working perfectly for you, clearing away layer after layer of accumulated negativity. As these dark energies are drawn out of you, they do not simply disappear into nothingness. Instead, you watch as they are absorbed by the glowing moss beneath you, which immediately transforms them into pure, clean light. The moss acts like a divine alchemist, taking what was once painful or limiting and transforming it into neutral energy that can no longer harm you. This is the miracle of true healing, not just the removal of negativity, but its transformation into something beneficial. With each breath you take in this sacred clearing, more and more of these old negative energies are drawn out and transformed. You might feel layers of anger, sadness, fear, shame, guilt, or unworthiness being gently pulled from your subconscious mind like thorns being removed from your skin. Each extraction makes you feel lighter, cleaner, more aligned with your true essence. Above you, the canopy of ancient trees opens to reveal the most beautiful night sky you have ever seen. The stars are not distant points of light, but rather close, warm presences that seem to be actively participating in your healing. Each star pulses with its own unique frequency of love and light, and together they create a symphony of healing energy that bathes you in waves of pure positivity. As you gaze up at these healing stars, you notice that some of them begin to send down gentle beams of colored light. Each color represents a different aspect of healing and renewal. A soft, golden light flows down to heal any wounds in your sense of self-worth, filling the spaces where self-doubt once lived with warm confidence and self-acceptance. A gentle blue light descends to heal your communication and expression, clearing away any fear of speaking your truth or being authentically yourself. A beautiful green light streams down to heal your heart, dissolving any walls you have built around your capacity to love and be loved. This green light works like the most gentle surgery, carefully removing any scar tissue from past relationships, any cynicism about love, any belief that you are not worthy of deep connection and intimacy. In its place, it plants seeds of openness, trust, and the ability to love without fear. A radiant violet light flows down from the stars to heal your connection to your spiritual nature and higher purpose. This light clears away any confusion about your path in life, any feeling of being lost or without direction. It reminds you at the deepest level that you are here for a reason, that your life has meaning and purpose, and that you are perfectly capable of fulfilling your unique mission in this world. A shimmering silver light descends to heal your relationship with time and change. This light dissolves any anxiety about getting older, any fear of death or endings, any resistance to the natural flow of life. It helps you understand that change is not your enemy, but your greatest teacher, and that each phase of life brings its own gifts and opportunities for growth. As these healing lights continue to bathe you, you feel your subconscious mind opening like a flower that has been waiting for just the right conditions to bloom. The deeper layers of your psyche, places that you rarely access in your waking consciousness, become available for healing and transformation. These are the places where your earliest programming lives, the fundamental beliefs about yourself and the world that were formed when you were very young and vulnerable. In this sacred space, with the protection of the ancient trees and the healing power of the starlight, it is completely safe to examine these old programs and beliefs. You do not need to relive any painful experiences or open old wounds. Instead, you can simply observe these old patterns with the wisdom and compassion of your adult self, understanding that they were formed by a younger version of you who was doing the best they could with limited information and resources. Perhaps you discover beliefs about not being good enough, smart enough, attractive enough, or worthy enough. These beliefs may have been planted by well-meaning but misguided adults, or by childhood experiences that you interpreted through the lens of a developing mind. Whatever their origin, these beliefs have been living in your subconscious like unwanted guests, influencing your choices and limiting your potential without your conscious awareness. As you observe these old beliefs with gentle curiosity rather than judgment, you begin to see them for what they truly are: outdated software that is no longer serving your highest good. They were perhaps necessary survival mechanisms when you were young and dependent on others for your safety and well-being. But now, as a capable adult with your own resources and wisdom, these beliefs have become limitations rather than protections. The healing starlight continues to work on these deep subconscious patterns, not by forcing them to change, but by offering them a gentle invitation to transform. The light whispers to these old beliefs, reminding them that their job is done, that they can retire now with honor for the service they provided when you needed them. There is no violence in this process, no struggle or resistance, only the natural evolution that occurs when outdated patterns are met with love and understanding. You might imagine these old limiting beliefs as old worn-out clothes that you have been wearing for so long that you forgot they were just clothes and not a part of your essential self. Tonight you are gently removing these old garments and discovering the beautiful, radiant being that has always existed underneath. Each limiting belief that falls away reveals more of your true nature: confident, capable, worthy, and inherently lovable. As this deep cleaning continues, you become aware of the profound silence that exists beneath all of your thoughts and emotions. This is not an empty silence, but a rich, fertile quiet that is full of potential and possibility. In this silence, you can hear the whisper of your own deepest wisdom, the voice that has always known your true worth and potential, but has been drowned out by the noise of limiting beliefs and negative self-talk. This inner voice speaks to you now with infinite gentleness and love. It reminds you that you are not your mistakes, not your failures, not your worst moments or your deepest fears. You are a divine spark of consciousness, temporarily wearing the costume of a human being, here to learn and grow and contribute your unique gifts to the world. Any story that suggests otherwise is simply a fiction that you can choose to stop believing. The moss beneath you continues to glow more brightly as more and more negativity is drawn out and transformed. You can feel yourself becoming lighter, not just emotionally, but almost physically, as if you are being freed from invisible weights that you've been carrying for years. With each old limiting belief that is released, you feel more like your authentic self, more aligned with who you truly are. beneath all the conditioning and programming. Now imagine that a gentle stream begins to flow through your sacred clearing. This is not ordinary water, but liquid light, crystal clear and sparkling with healing energy. The sound of this stream is incredibly soothing, like the most beautiful music you have ever heard. The stream carries away any last remnants of negativity that have been released from your subconscious, ensuring that they cannot return or take root again. As you listen to the peaceful sound of this cleansing stream, you feel your mind entering an even deeper state of relaxation and receptivity. Your brain waves are slowing down, moving from the busy beta waves of normal waking consciousness through the relaxed alpha waves into the deep theta state where profound healing and transformation can occur. In this theta state, your subconscious mind becomes like soft clay, ready to be reshaped in ways that serve your highest good. The ancient trees around you begin to whisper in a language older than words, a language that your soul understands even if your mind cannot translate it. They are sharing with you the wisdom of the ages, the deep knowing that all things pass, that all wounds heal, that every ending is also a beginning. Their whispers carry the energy of deep acceptance, helping you to make peace with all aspects of your journey, even the difficult parts that have caused you pain. You realize in this deep state of relaxation and receptivity that your subconscious mind is not just a storage place for old wounds and limiting beliefs. It is also the repository of all your inner wisdom, all your untapped potential, all the dreams and aspirations that are waiting for the right conditions to manifest. As the negativity is cleared away, space is being created for these positive potentials to emerge and flourish. Feel yourself sinking even deeper into the healing moss now, so deep that you seem to merge with the earth itself. You are connecting with the same source of renewal that allows flowers to bloom in spring after the death of winter, the same force that heals, cuts on your skin without any conscious effort on your part. This is the intelligence of life itself, and it is working within you right now, orchestrating healing on levels that your conscious mind cannot even comprehend. In this merged state with the Earth's healing intelligence, you understand that clearing subconscious negativity is not just about removing what is unwanted, but about returning to your natural state of wholeness and well-being. Negativity is not your natural condition. It is something that was added on top of your essential nature through difficult experiences and misunderstandings. Tonight, you are peeling away these accumulated layers to reveal the shining being that has always been there, waiting patiently beneath the surface. As you rest in this profound understanding, you might begin to see images or symbols that represent your healing journey. Perhaps you see a butterfly emerging from its cocoon, or a lotus flower blooming from muddy water, or a phoenix rising from ashes. These images are gifts from your unconscious mind, showing you that transformation is not only possible but inevitable when you create the right conditions for healing. The healing continues to deepen as you allow yourself to sink even further into this state of profound relaxation and receptivity. You are now in the perfect condition for your subconscious mind to reorganize itself in ways that support your happiness, health, and success. Old neural pathways that led to negative thinking are being gently dissolved, while new pathways that support positive, life-affirming thoughts are being strengthened and reinforced. You can trust this process completely. Your subconscious mind is incredibly wise and knows exactly what needs to be healed and in what order. You do not need to consciously direct or control this healing. In fact, the less your conscious mind interferes, the more effective the process becomes. Simply continue to rest in this beautiful state of relaxation and allow the natural intelligence of your psyche to do its perfect work. The starlight above you intensifies now, creating a cocoon of healing energy around your entire being. Within this cocoon, the final layers of old programming are being gently dissolved and transformed. You are like a caterpillar in the process of becoming a butterfly, and though the transformation is invisible to your conscious awareness, it is occurring perfectly and completely on the deepest levels of your being. As this metamorphosis continues, you begin to sense the qualities that will define your renewed self. You feel a deep sense of worthiness settling into your bones, a knowing that you deserve all the good things that life has to offer simply by virtue of being alive. You sense a growing confidence in your abilities and judgment, a trust in your capacity to navigate life's challenges with grace and wisdom. There is a lightness growing within you, not the superficial lightness of denial or avoidance, but the deep lightness that comes from releasing burdens that were never truly yours to carry. You feel compassion for your younger self, who took on beliefs and fears that belonged to others, and gratitude for that same younger self who did whatever was necessary to survive and bring you to this moment of healing. The gentle stream of liquid light that flows through your sacred clearing begins to widen and deepen, becoming a river of pure consciousness that carries you deeper into the realm of healing and transformation. You do not need to swim or struggle in this river. You can simply allow yourself to float effortlessly, supported completely by the warm, luminous water that holds you with perfect safety and care. As you float in this river of consciousness, you notice that its banks are lined with the most beautiful trees you have ever seen. These are not the ancient guardians from your clearing, but younger trees, vibrant and full of life, representing all the new growth that is possible in your life once the old limitations have been cleared away. Their leaves shimmer with every color imaginable, and as gentle breezes move through their branches, they release showers of sparkling light that fall like blessings upon your floating form. The water itself seems to be alive with healing intelligence. As it flows around and through your body, it carries away any last traces of negativity, fear, or limitation that may have been hiding in the cellular memory of your physical form. Every muscle, every organ, every system of your body is being bathed in this cleansing light water, purified and renewed at the most fundamental level. You can feel your nervous system beginning to reset itself, releasing patterns of stress and anxiety that may have been your constant companions for years. The neural pathways that once led automatically to worry, self-doubt, or negative thinking are being gently rewired, creating new highways in your brain that lead naturally to peace, confidence, and positive expectation. This rewiring is happening spontaneously and effortlessly as you float in this river of healing consciousness. Your endocrine system, the network of glands that produce your hormones, is also being recalibrated by this healing water. Stress hormones that have been chronically elevated begin to return to healthy levels, while hormones associated with well-being, happiness, and vitality begin to flow more freely through your bloodstream. You are being chemically rebalanced at the most fundamental level, your body returning to its natural state of health and harmony. As you continue floating downstream, you notice that the river is carrying you toward a distant mountain range. These mountains are not imposing or threatening, but rather welcoming and inviting, their peaks glowing with a soft golden light that speaks of wisdom, stability, and ancient strength. You understand intuitively that these mountains represent the solid foundation of positive beliefs and self-knowledge that is being established within your subconscious mind as the old negativity is cleared away. The river brings you to the base of the central mountain, where you discover a natural pool of the most crystal clear water you have ever seen. This pool is perfectly warm, heated by underground springs that connect to the heart of the earth itself. The water is so pure and transparent that you can see all the way to the bottom, where precious stones of every color create a mosaic of incredible beauty and power. You allow yourself to sink gently into this healing pool, and as the warm water embraces your entire body, you feel every cell being renewed and recharged with positive energy. The gemstones at the bottom of the pool each radiate their own unique healing frequency. Emeralds for heart healing, sapphires for mental clarity, rubies for passion and vitality, diamonds for spiritual purification, and amethysts for intuitive wisdom. As you soak in this magical pool, you begin to absorb these healing frequencies into your own energy field. The emerald energy heals any wounds in your capacity to love and be loved, dissolving barriers around your heart that may have been built as protection but have become limitations. The sapphire energy clears your mental processes, helping you to think more clearly and make decisions from a place of wisdom rather than fear. The ruby energy rekindles your natural enthusiasm for life, reminding you of dreams and passions that may have been buried under layers of disappointment or resignation. You feel your life force energy beginning to flow more freely, like a river that has been dammed, finally breaking free to follow its natural course toward the sea. The diamond energy works on the deepest spiritual levels, connecting you more fully to your higher self and to the infinite source of love and wisdom that is always available to guide and support you. Any sense of spiritual disconnection or existential loneliness begins to dissolve as you remember your true nature as a divine being having a human experience. The amethyst energy opens and clears your intuitive channels, helping you to trust the inner guidance that is always available to you, but is often obscured by the noise of negative thinking and self-doubt. You begin to sense more clearly the subtle promptings of your intuition, the gentle nudges toward choices and actions that serve your highest good. As these healing frequencies saturate every level of your being, you notice that your breathing has become incredibly slow and deep, each breath drawing in more light and healing energy than you ever thought possible. Your heart rate has slowed to a deep, restful rhythm that matches the pulse of the earth itself. You are synchronizing with the natural rhythms of healing and renewal that govern all of life. In this deeply relaxed state, your subconscious mind opens even further, like a flower blooming in time-lapse photography. The deepest levels of your psyche, places that are normally completely inaccessible to your conscious awareness, become available for healing and transformation. These are the core levels where your most fundamental beliefs about yourself, others, and life itself are stored. At these deepest levels, you discover beliefs and assumptions that were formed before you even had language to describe them. Perhaps there are beliefs about safety and trust that were shaped by your earliest experiences with caregivers. Maybe there are beliefs about your own worth and lovability that were formed in the pre-verbal stages of your development. These core beliefs are like the foundation of a house. They support everything else in your psychological structure, but they are usually completely invisible and taken for granted. Tonight, in this sacred pool of healing, these foundational beliefs are being gently examined and, where necessary, renovated or completely rebuilt to support a life of greater happiness, success, and fulfillment. You do not need to consciously understand or analyze these deep transformations. Your subconscious mind is perfectly capable of making these adjustments without any interference from your thinking mind. In fact, the less you try to figure out or control what is happening, the more profound and lasting the healing becomes. As you rest in the warm, healing waters, you might become aware of old emotions that have been stored in your body beginning to surface and release. These could be emotions from recent experiences or from events that happened many years ago. They might be your own emotions or emotions that you absorbed from others when you were too young to understand that you did not need to take on other people's feelings as your own. Whatever emotions arise, simply allow them to flow through you and away from you like clouds passing across the sky. You do not need to hold on to them, analyze them, or even understand where they came from. They are simply old energy that has been waiting for the right conditions to be released. And now that you have created this sacred space for healing, they can finally let go and dissolve back into the light. Some of the emotions might be sadness for dreams that were abandoned or opportunities that were missed due to fear or limiting beliefs. Feel this sadness fully if it arises, honoring the part of you that wanted more but felt unable to reach for it. This sadness is not a sign of failure, but a sign of your deep capacity to love life and want the best for yourself. There might be anger toward people who hurt you or systems that failed to support you when you needed help most. This anger, too, can be felt and released without judgment. Anger is often just love that has been frustrated or blocked, and as it releases, it makes space for that underlying love to flow more freely. There could be fear about the future, about your ability to change, about whether you really deserve the good things you are claiming for yourself. These fears are natural and understandable, but they do not need to determine your future. As you acknowledge them with compassion and allow them to dissolve in the healing waters, you are proving to yourself that you are stronger than your fears. Grief might arise for the time that was lost to negative thinking, for the years when you believed things about yourself that were not true, for the relationships that were damaged by your inability to love yourself fully. This grief is a holy emotion, a sign of your growing awareness of your true worth and the life that is possible when you are free from limiting beliefs. As each emotion is felt and released, you notice that underneath them all is a profound sense of peace and wholeness that has always been there, waiting patiently to be discovered. This is your essential nature, the part of you that has never been damaged by difficult experiences, the eternal aspect of your being that is always connected to love, wisdom, and unlimited potential. The healing waters continue to work their magic, not just on your emotions, but on your physical body as well. Any areas of chronic tension or pain begin to soften and release as the underlying emotional causes are dissolved. Your immune system strengthens as stress hormones decrease and healing hormones increase. Your digestive system relaxes and begins to function more efficiently as you release the toxic emotions that often interfere with proper digestion. Your cardiovascular system benefits immensely from this deep relaxation and emotional clearing. Your blood pressure naturally regulates itself as the chronic stress that keeps it elevated is released. Your heart rhythm becomes more coherent and stable, creating a foundation for better health in every system of your body. Even your brain chemistry is being rebalanced by this healing process. Neurotransmitters associated with depression and anxiety begin to normalize, while those associated with happiness, calm, and mental clarity increase. New neural connections are being formed, that will make it easier for you to access positive emotions and thoughts in your daily life. As you continue to soak in this miraculous healing pool, you begin to sense that your time here is creating permanent changes in your subconscious programming. The old files of negativity and limitation are being deleted or filed away in inactive storage, while new files of possibility and empowerment are being created and activated. You are essentially installing a new operating system in your psyche, one that is designed to support your highest potential rather than limit it. This new inner software includes updated beliefs about your worth and capabilities, new default emotional settings that tend toward peace and happiness rather than anxiety and sadness, and new automatic thought patterns that look for opportunities and solutions rather than problems and obstacles. These changes are happening below the level of your conscious awareness, but they will manifest in your daily life as increased confidence, better decision making, and a greater sense of ease and flow. The gemstones at the bottom of the pool continue to radiate their healing frequencies, and you feel yourself absorbing these energies into your cellular structure. Your DNA itself is being influenced by these healing vibrations, with dormant potentials for health, happiness, and success being activated while genetic predispositions toward illness, depression, or limitation are being deactivated or minimized. You are becoming a new version of yourself, not through force or struggle, but through the natural process of healing and transformation that occurs when you create the right conditions and allow your innate wisdom to do its perfect work. This new version of you maintains all the wisdom and strength you have gained from your life experiences while releasing the wounds and limitations that have been holding you back. As you rest in the sacred healing pool, you notice that the water level is beginning to rise very gently, lifting you up toward the surface without any effort on your part. This rising water represents the natural elevation of your consciousness that occurs when heavy negative energies are released. You are literally becoming lighter, more buoyant, more aligned with the higher frequencies of love, joy, and infinite possibility. As you float to the surface, you find yourself lying on your back, supported perfectly by the warm, luminous water. Above you, the night sky has transformed into something even more magnificent than before. The stars have organized themselves into patterns that seem to tell the story of your healing journey. Constellations that represent release, renewal, rebirth, and the claiming of your highest potential. One constellation catches your attention particularly strongly. It appears to be in the shape of a phoenix, that mythical bird that rises from its own ashes, reborn and renewed. As you gaze at the stellar phoenix, you understand that this is exactly what is happening within you. The old version of yourself, burdened by negativity and limitation, is dissolving like ashes, while a new, more radiant version of you is being born from those very ashes. This phoenix constellation begins to pulse with golden light, and with each pulse you feel waves of empowerment flowing through your entire being. These waves carry new beliefs about your capabilities, your worth, and your potential. They whisper messages of encouragement and possibility directly into your subconscious mind. You are capable of far more than you have imagined. You deserve all the good things life has to offer. You have unique gifts that the world needs. Your past does not determine your future. Another constellation forms in the shape of a key, representing the unlocking of your full potential. For too long, aspects of your authentic self have been locked away, hidden behind barriers of fear, shame, or self-doubt. Tonight, those barriers are dissolving, and the key constellation reminds you that you have always had the power to unlock your own prison. The key was never held by anyone else. It has always been in your possession, waiting for you to remember how to use it. A third constellation appears as a doorway or gateway, symbolizing the new opportunities and possibilities that will become available to you as your subconscious negativity is cleared away. This is not just any doorway, but a portal to a version of your life where you operate from confidence rather than fear, where you make choices based on love rather than limitation, where you trust your inner wisdom rather than seeking constant validation from others. As you contemplate this celestial doorway, you understand that you are already beginning to step through it. Each negative belief that dissolves, each limiting pattern that releases, each fear that transforms into trust is another step through this portal into a more authentic and empowered way of being. The healing pool beneath you begins to glow more brightly, and you realize that you are no longer just floating on its surface, but becoming one with the healing waters themselves. You are transforming into liquid light, pure consciousness free from all the solid limitations that once defined your sense of self. In this state of fluid awareness, you can flow around and through any obstacle, adapt to any situation, and move with perfect grace through all the experiences of your life. This liquid light version of yourself carries perfect memory of healing and wholeness. Even when you return to your normal solid form, you will retain the cellular memory of this state of fluid perfection. Whenever you encounter stress, challenge, or negativity in your daily life, you will be able to access this memory and remember that you are far more flexible, resilient, and powerful than any temporary difficulty. As you exist in this state of pure healing consciousness, you become aware of other beings of light who have joined you in the pool. These are your spiritual guides, teachers, and helpers, beings of infinite love and wisdom who have been supporting your healing journey from behind the scenes. Some of them may feel familiar, like old friends you have known across many lifetimes. Others may be completely new to your awareness, but no less loving and supportive. These light beings surround you with their radiant presence, each one contributing their own unique healing energy to your transformation. One being, who feels like a master teacher, places what feels like a hand of pure light on your forehead, transmitting directly into your mind new patterns of thinking that support success, happiness, and spiritual growth. Another being, whose energy feels like that of a loving parent, surrounds your heart with healing light that dissolves any remaining walls around your capacity to love and be loved. A third being, whose presence carries the wisdom of ancient healing traditions, works with your energy centers or chakras, ensuring that they are all spinning in perfect harmony and radiating their optimal frequencies. A fourth being, who seems to specialize in clearing karmic patterns, helps to release any negative patterns that may have been carried over from past experiences or even past lifetimes. You do not need to see these beings clearly or understand exactly what they are doing. Simply allow yourself to receive their healing ministrations with gratitude and trust. They are working on levels that transcend your normal understanding, making adjustments and clearings that will benefit you in ways you cannot even imagine. As their healing work continues, you feel layers upon layers of old programming being peeled away, like the layers of an onion. Each layer that is removed reveals more of your authentic self, your true essence that has always been perfect and whole beneath all the accumulated debris of difficult experiences and negative conditioning. At the very core of your being, beneath all the layers of conditioning and programming, you discover a brilliant star of consciousness that has never been dimmed by any experience, no matter how challenging. This is your eternal self, the part of you that is always connected to the infinite source of love, wisdom, and creative power. This inner star begins to shine more brightly as the layers of negativity are cleared away, illuminating your entire being with its radiant light. This inner star is your true identity, the self that exists beyond all roles, relationships, and circumstances. It is the part of you that came into this world with specific gifts to share and lessons to learn. It has never been damaged by criticism, never diminished by failure, never contaminated by the negativity of others. It is perfect, whole, and completely aligned with your highest good. As this inner star shines more brightly, its light begins to radiate outward through your entire energy field, creating a protective aura of positive energy around you. This aura will serve as a natural filter in your daily life, allowing positive influences to reach you while deflecting negative energies before they can affect your inner state. You are becoming naturally magnetic to positive experiences and naturally repellent to negative ones. The light beings around you begin to step back, their healing work complete for now. As they prepare to return to their own realm, each one leaves you with a gift, a quality or ability that will support you in maintaining the healing you have received. One leaves you with the gift of discernment, the ability to quickly recognize what serves your highest good and what does not. Another gives you the gift of boundary setting, the capacity to say no to what depletes you, and yes to what nourishes you. A third being bestows upon you the gift of self-compassion, ensuring that you will treat yourself with the same kindness and understanding that you would offer to a beloved friend. The fourth gives you the gift of trust in the process of life, helping you to navigate uncertainty with grace and faith rather than anxiety and control. As the beings of light fade from your awareness, you are left alone in the healing pool, but you do not feel lonely. Instead, you feel more connected to yourself and to the benevolent intelligence of the universe than you have ever felt before. You understand that you are never truly alone, that you are always surrounded by loving support, even when you cannot perceive it with your physical senses. The healing pool begins to glow even more intensely, and you realize that this increased brightness is actually coming from within you. The healing process has awakened your own inner light to such a degree that you are now contributing to the illumination of this sacred space. You have become a source of healing energy, not just a recipient of it. This realization fills you with a profound sense of empowerment and purpose. You understand that your healing is not just for your own benefit, but for the benefit of everyone whose life you touch. As you become more positive, more confident, more loving, you naturally inspire others to discover these same qualities within themselves. Your healing creates ripples of positive change that extend far beyond your individual life. The water of the healing pool begins to take on the same luminous quality as your inner light until it becomes impossible to tell where you end and the healing waters begin. You are one with the source of healing, one with the intelligence that transforms wounds into wisdom, pain into compassion, limitation into unlimited potential. In this state of unity with the healing source, you receive a direct transmission of knowing about the nature of negative thoughts and emotions. You understand that they are not solid, permanent things, but rather temporary formations in the field of consciousness, like clouds in the sky or waves on the ocean. They arise, exist for a while, and then naturally dissolve back into the formless awareness from which they came. This understanding gives you tremendous freedom. You realize that you do not need to fight against negative thoughts or emotions when they arise in the future. Instead, you can simply observe them with detached awareness, knowing that they are temporary visitors in the space of your consciousness rather than permanent residents. Like clouds passing across the sun, they may temporarily obscure your inner light, but they cannot extinguish it. You also receive the understanding that your thoughts and emotions are not who you are. You are the awareness that observes thoughts and emotions, the consciousness in which they arise and dissolve. This awareness is always peaceful, always whole, always perfect, regardless of what temporary formations appear within it. This shift in identity from being your thoughts and emotions to being the awareness that observes them is perhaps the most profound healing of all. It means that you can never again be completely overtaken by negative states, because there will always be a part of you that remains centered and peaceful, watching the storm pass through without being destroyed by it. As this deep understanding integrates into your being, you feel a great weight lifting from your shoulders. The weight of believing that you were your problems, your limitations, your worst moments. You are none of these things. You are the eternal, unchanging awareness in which all experiences arise and dissolve, the sky in which all weather patterns come and go. The healing pool gradually begins to return to its normal luminosity as your integration process continues. The water supports you perfectly as profound changes continue to occur on the deepest levels of your subconscious mind. Old neural pathways associated with negative thinking are being dissolved and replaced with new pathways that naturally default to positive, life-affirming thoughts. Your emotional default settings are being recalibrated to peace, joy, and love rather than anxiety, sadness, and fear. Your behavioral patterns are being upgraded to support actions that align with your highest good, rather than unconscious patterns that sabotage your success and happiness. The warm, healing waters of the sacred pool begin to gently carry you toward the shore, where you discover a beautiful crystalline beach that sparkles like diamonds in the starlight. Each grain of this magical sand is actually a tiny crystal, programmed with frequencies of healing, joy, and infinite possibility. As the gentle waves deposit you onto this crystal shore, you feel these positive frequencies entering your body through every pore, creating a foundation of well-being that extends all the way down to your cellular level. You find yourself lying comfortably on this crystal beach, your body perfectly supported by millions of tiny healing stones that conform to your shape like the most comfortable bed you have ever experienced. The crystals beneath you continue to radiate their positive energies, creating a gentle vibration that massages every muscle, every organ, every system of your body with healing frequencies. As you rest on this crystalline shore, you become aware that your entire energy field has been transformed by your healing journey. Where once there may have been dark patches of negative energy, fear, or limitation, there is now only clear, bright light. Your aura, the electromagnetic field that surrounds your physical body, is now vibrant and healthy, pulsing with colors that represent different aspects of your renewed self. Golden light radiates from your solar plexus area, representing your newly reclaimed personal power and confidence. This golden energy ensures that you will no longer give your power away to others or allow yourself to be diminished by criticism, rejection, or disapproval. You are sovereign in your own life, the ultimate authority on what is best for you. A beautiful rose-colored light emanates from your heart center, representing your capacity for unconditional love, both for yourself and others. This rose light has been purified of all the defensive barriers, judgments, and fears that once limited your ability to love freely. You can now love without attachment to outcomes, give without keeping score, and receive love without suspicion or unworthiness. Brilliant blue light shines from your throat area, representing your authentic voice and your right to express your truth. This blue energy has been cleared of all the old fears about speaking up, standing out, or being seen for who you truly are. You now have full access to your authentic expression, and you trust that your truth is valuable and worthy of being heard. Indigo light glows from your third eye area, representing your intuitive wisdom and psychic abilities. This indigo energy has been freed from all the conditioning that taught you to doubt your inner knowing or to rely only on external authorities for guidance. You now trust your intuition completely and know that you have access to infinite wisdom through your connection to your higher self. Violet light crowns your head, representing your spiritual connection and your understanding of your place in the greater cosmic order. This violet energy connects you directly to the source of all healing, all love, all wisdom. You understand that you are not separate from this source, but are an expression of it, a unique and precious facet of the divine consciousness that creates and sustains all of life. As these lights stabilize and integrate within your energy field, you feel a deep sense of completion and wholeness that you may have never experienced before. You are no longer fragmented, no longer at war with different aspects of yourself. You are unified, integrated, whole. All parts of you are now working together in harmony toward your highest good and greatest joy. The crystal beach beneath you begins to pulse with a gentle rhythm that matches your heartbeat, and you realize that you are now perfectly synchronized with the healing intelligence of the earth itself. Your personal healing has connected you more deeply to the planetary healing that is occurring during this time of great transformation on Earth. You are both receiving healing and contributing to the healing of the collective consciousness. As you lie on this beach of healing crystals, you begin to receive visions of your future self, the person you are becoming as a result of this profound subconscious clearing. You see yourself moving through your daily life with grace and confidence, making decisions from a place of inner knowing rather than fear or confusion. You see yourself in relationships that are based on mutual respect and genuine love rather than need, dependency, or unconscious patterns. You witness your future self pursuing goals and dreams that truly align with your authentic nature, rather than trying to fulfill expectations that were placed on you by others or by a wounded version of yourself. This future self radiates a natural magnetism that attracts positive opportunities, supportive people, and circumstances that support your continued growth and happiness. Most importantly, you see your future self treating you, the person you are right now, with complete love, acceptance, and compassion. The harsh inner critic that may have dominated your self-talk for years has been transformed into a gentle inner coach who supports and encourages you through both successes and challenges. These visions are not mere fantasies, but glimpses of the reality that is already being created by the subconscious changes occurring within you right now. As you release old limitations and embrace new possibilities, you are literally rewiring your brain and restructuring your energy field to support this new way of being. The process of integration continues as waves of crystalline water wash gently over your feet, carrying away any last remnants of the old programming while anchoring the new patterns of positivity and empowerment more deeply into your subconscious mind. Each wave that touches you brings a new affirmation, a new positive belief that takes root in the fertile soil of your renewed consciousness. You hear these affirmations not as words, but as feelings, as knowings that settle into your being with complete naturalness. I am worthy of love and respect. I trust my inner wisdom. I am safe to be my authentic self. I deserve abundance and joy. I am capable of healing and growth. I create my reality through my thoughts and beliefs. I am connected to infinite source energy. These are not affirmations that you need to repeat or remember consciously. They are becoming part of your fundamental operating system, the automatic beliefs that will influence your thoughts, emotions, and actions without any conscious effort on your part. They are being installed at such a deep level that they will feel completely natural and obvious to you, like remembering your own name. As the integration process nears completion, you notice that the crystal beach is beginning to glow more softly, and the night sky above is starting to lighten with the first hints of dawn. This is not the dawn of an ordinary day, but the dawn of your new life, a life free from the limitations and negativity that once held you back. You understand that when you awaken from this healing journey, you will not suddenly become a completely different person. Instead, you will simply be more yourself than you have ever been before. The person you truly are beneath all the conditioning, beneath all the wounds, beneath all the fears. That person will be free to express and create and love without limitation. The transformation you have undergone is both profound and subtle. To others, you may seem to have simply become happier, more confident, more peaceful. But you will know that something fundamental has shifted at the core of your being. You will feel it in the quality of your thoughts, in the ease of your relationships, in your ability to navigate challenges with grace and wisdom. As the gentle dawn light grows stronger, you begin to feel your consciousness slowly returning to your physical body, but you bring with you all the healing, all the clearing, all the positive transformation that has occurred. Your body feels different, lighter, more vibrant, more alive. Your mind feels clearer, more peaceful, more focused. Your heart feels more open, more trusting, more capable of both giving and receiving love. The crystal beach begins to fade from your awareness, but the healing energies that you absorbed there remain permanent fixtures in your energy field. You carry within you now your own internal source of healing light, your own ability to clear negativity as it arises, your own connection to the infinite wisdom and love that guided your transformation. As you transition back toward normal waking consciousness, you do so gradually and gently, allowing all the changes to integrate fully into your being. There is no rush, no urgency. You have all the time you need to complete this process perfectly. Your subconscious mind continues its healing work even as your conscious awareness begins to return. You may notice that your breathing has become deeper and more rhythmic, that your heartbeat is strong and steady, that every system in your body is functioning with greater harmony and efficiency. The healing you have received extends to every level of your being: physical, emotional, mental, and spiritual. Your immune system has been strengthened by the release of toxic emotions and limiting beliefs. Your nervous system has been recalibrated to handle stress more effectively and to default to states of calm and centeredness. Your endocrine system has been balanced, supporting better mood regulation, energy levels, and overall vitality. Even your brain chemistry has been optimized through this process. Neurotransmitters associated with happiness, motivation, and mental clarity are flowing more freely, while stress hormones have been reduced to healthy levels. New neural pathways supporting positive thinking and empowered behavior have been established and strengthened. As you continue this gentle transition back to normal awareness, you carry with you the unshakable knowing that you have been forever changed by this experience. The negativity that once seemed so solid and permanent has been revealed as temporary and changeable. The limitations that once felt so real have been exposed as illusions that have no power over your true self. You now possess direct experience of your own capacity for healing and transformation. You know beyond any doubt that you are not fixed or static, but rather a dynamic, evolving being with unlimited potential for growth and positive change. This knowing becomes a foundation of strength that nothing can shake, a source of hope that nothing can extinguish. The clearing of subconscious negativity that you have experienced tonight is not a one-time event, but the beginning of an ongoing process of healing and evolution. You now have the tools, the awareness, and the inner resources to continue this process in your daily life, clearing new layers of limitation as they arise and continuously expanding into greater expressions of your authentic self. As the last traces of the healing vision fade from your awareness, you find yourself filled with gratitude for this opportunity to heal and transform. You are grateful to your own higher self for guiding you to this experience, grateful to the healing forces of the universe for supporting your journey, and grateful to your own courage for being willing to let go of what no longer serves you and embrace a new way of being. This gratitude itself becomes a powerful force for continued healing and positive change in your life. Gratitude raises your vibration, attracts more positive experiences, and creates a feedback loop of increasing joy and fulfillment. By maintaining an attitude of gratitude for your healing journey, you ensure that the positive changes will continue to unfold and expand in your life. As you rest now in this state of profound peace and renewal, allow yourself to simply enjoy the feeling of being free from the heavy burden of subconscious negativity. Feel the lightness in your being, the clarity in your mind, the openness in your heart. This is your natural state, the way you were meant to feel all along. Tomorrow, when you awaken, you will begin to notice the effects of tonight's healing in countless small ways. You may find yourself naturally thinking more positive thoughts, feeling more confident in your abilities, being kinder to yourself in your self-talk. You may notice that you are less reactive to stress, more trusting of your intuition, more willing to take positive risks and embrace new opportunities. These changes will unfold naturally and organically, without any effort or struggle on your part. Your subconscious mind will simply begin operating from its new, more positive programming, creating experiences in your life that reflect your renewed inner state. The gentle dawn light that began to appear over the crystal beach now grows warmer and more golden, bathing you in rays of pure healing energy that seal and protect all the transformative work that has been accomplished during your journey. This golden light acts like a protective coating around your entire energy field, ensuring that the negativity you have released cannot return, while also making you naturally magnetic to positive experiences and people who will support your continued growth. As this protective golden light settles around you, you feel a deep sense of safety and security that extends far beyond physical safety to encompass emotional, mental, and spiritual protection as well. You know that you are now equipped with everything you need to maintain your healing and continue your evolution into the fullest expression of your authentic self. Your subconscious mind continues its profound reorganization, creating new default patterns that will serve you automatically in your daily life. Where you once might have automatically expected the worst, you now find yourself naturally expecting positive outcomes. Where you once might have automatically criticized yourself for imperfections, you now find yourself naturally offering yourself compassion and encouragement. Where you once might have automatically assumed you were not capable of achieving your dreams, you now find yourself naturally believing in your ability to create the life you truly desire. These new patterns are not forced or artificial, but arise naturally from the clearing of the old limitations and fears that once obscured your true nature. Like a garden that flourishes once the weeds are removed and the soil is nourished, your positive qualities now have the space and energy they need to bloom fully. You begin to sense the profound ripple effects that your personal healing will have in all areas of your life. In your relationships, you will find yourself naturally attracting people who appreciate and value your authentic self, while those who were drawn to your wounded or limited aspects may naturally drift away or transform their own relationship to you. This is not a loss, but a natural evolution that creates space for more genuine, supportive connections. In your work and creative endeavors, you will find yourself naturally drawn to activities and opportunities that align with your true gifts and passions, while losing interest in pursuits that were motivated by fear, obligation, or the need to prove your worth. This shift will likely result in greater success and fulfillment, as you will be operating from your zone of authentic power rather than from compensation for perceived inadequacies. In your relationship with yourself, perhaps the most important transformation of all, you will discover a new quality of self-companionship that makes you genuinely enjoy spending time alone with your own thoughts and feelings. The harsh inner critic that may have made solitude uncomfortable or even painful has been transformed into a loving inner friend who supports and encourages you through all of life's experiences. Your physical health will also benefit tremendously from the clearing of subconscious negativity. Stress-related ailments may begin to improve as your nervous system learns to default to states of calm rather than anxiety. Your energy levels may increase as you are no longer depleting yourself with negative thinking patterns. Your sleep may become deeper and more restorative as your mind learns to quiet itself naturally. Even your creative and intuitive abilities may flourish in new ways as the mental static of negative thoughts clears, making space for inspiration, insight, and innovation to flow more freely through your consciousness. You may find yourself having new ideas, seeing solutions to old problems, or feeling drawn to creative expressions that you never considered before. As you contemplate all these positive changes that are already beginning to unfold in your life, you feel a deep sense of excitement and anticipation for your future. This is not the anxious excitement of someone who hopes things might get better, but the confident anticipation of someone who knows that positive change is not only possible but inevitable, given the profound inner work that has been accomplished. The golden protective light around you begins to pulse gently, and with each pulse, you feel these new positive patterns becoming more deeply embedded in your subconscious mind. These patterns are not fragile or temporary, but are becoming as permanent and automatic as your ability to walk or breathe. They are becoming simply who you are, not something you have to remember to be. You may notice that your body feels different now, not just more relaxed, but somehow more integrated and alive. This is because the clearing of subconscious negativity has allowed your life force energy to flow more freely through your entire system. Where once there may have been blocks and constrictions caused by fear, anger, or limitation, there is now an open channel for vitality, creativity, and joy to move through you, unimpeded. Your breathing has naturally deepened and slowed, becoming a rhythmic tide that carries peace and healing to every cell of your body with each inhalation, and releases any remaining traces of tension or negativity with each exhalation. This breathing pattern will continue even after you return to normal consciousness, supporting your continued healing and well-being. Your heartbeat has found its perfect, steady rhythm. Not too fast with anxiety, not too slow with depression, but perfectly calibrated to support optimal health and emotional balance. This heart rhythm creates a coherent energy field around your body that helps synchronize all your other biological systems for optimal functioning. The muscles throughout your body have found their ideal balance between relaxation and readiness, loose enough to allow free circulation of blood and energy, yet toned enough to support good posture and graceful movement. Any chronic tension patterns that were maintained by subconscious stress have been released, allowing your body to return to its natural state of ease and grace. Your nervous system has been recalibrated to respond to life's challenges from a place of centeredness rather than reactivity. Where you once might have felt overwhelmed by stress, you now have access to an inner stability that allows you to remain calm and clear thinking even in difficult situations. This does not mean you become emotionally numb, but rather that you develop the capacity to feel deeply while maintaining your equilibrium. As this profound recalibration continues, you may become aware of subtle energetic shifts occurring throughout your entire being. Your chakras, or energy centers, are spinning in perfect harmony, each one clear and balanced, creating a vertical column of light that connects you to both the nurturing energy of the earth and the infinite wisdom of the cosmos. Your root chakra at the base of your spine glows with healthy red light, providing you with a solid foundation of security and belonging in the world. You know that you have a right to be here, a right to take up space, a right to have your needs met. any old feelings of being unsafe in the world, of not belonging, or of being a burden have been completely cleared away. Your sacral chakra in your lower abdomen radiates vibrant orange light, connecting you to your natural creativity, sensuality, and joie de vivre. You have full permission to enjoy the pleasures of life, to create beauty, to express yourself authentically, and to experience the full range of human emotions without shame or suppression. Your solar plexus chakra burns with bright yellow light, the fire of your personal power and confidence. You know your own worth, you trust your own judgment, and you feel capable of handling whatever life brings your way. The old patterns of self-doubt, people-pleasing, or giving your power away to others have been completely transformed. Your heart chakra radiates the most beautiful green light, connecting you to the universal force of love that moves through all things. Your capacity to love has been purified and expanded, free from the fears and defenses that once limited your ability to connect deeply with others. You can love without losing yourself, give without depleting yourself, and receive without feeling unworthy. Your throat chakra glows with clear blue light, ensuring that your authentic voice can be expressed freely and clearly. You no longer fear judgment or rejection for speaking your truth. You know that your words have power and that you have the right and responsibility to use that power wisely and compassionately. Your third eye chakra shines with deep indigo light, connecting you to your intuitive wisdom and inner knowing. You trust the guidance that comes from within, and you no longer need to rely entirely on external authorities or opinions to make decisions. Your inner compass is strong and reliable, always pointing you toward your highest good. Your crown chakra radiates pure violet and white light, connecting you directly to the source of all healing, wisdom, and love. You understand your place in the greater cosmic order, and you feel the support of benevolent forces that are always working on your behalf, even when you cannot perceive them directly. With all your energy centers now clear and balanced, you feel like a perfectly tuned instrument capable of resonating with the highest frequencies of love, joy, peace, and creative expression. You are no longer blocked or limited by old negative programming, but are free to express the full spectrum of your divine nature. The golden light that surrounds you begins to gradually fade as the integration process nears completion, but it does not disappear entirely. Instead, it seems to merge with your own natural energy field, becoming a permanent part of your energetic signature. You now carry this protective, healing light with you wherever you go, and it will continue to support your well-being and attract positive experiences into your life. As you rest in this state of complete renewal and transformation, you may notice that your mind has become incredibly quiet and peaceful. The constant chatter of worry, self-doubt, and negative projection that may have been your mental background noise for years has been replaced by a spacious silence that feels rich with possibility rather than empty or boring. In this mental stillness, you can hear the whisper of your own deepest wisdom more clearly than ever before. This inner voice does not speak in words, but rather in feelings, intuitions, and gentle nudges toward choices and actions that serve your highest good. Learning to listen to and trust this inner guidance is one of the most valuable gifts of your healing journey. You may also notice that your emotional body feels much more stable and resilient than before. While you still have access to the full range of human emotions, you no longer feel at the mercy of your feelings. You can experience anger without being consumed by it, feel sadness without being overwhelmed by it, and know joy without fearing its loss. This emotional maturity is a natural result of releasing the subconscious patterns that once kept you trapped in reactive cycles. Your mental body has also been upgraded with new software that automatically looks for solutions rather than dwelling on problems, sees opportunities rather than focusing on obstacles, and assumes positive outcomes rather than expecting disappointment. This is not naive optimism, but rather a realistic assessment based on your expanded capacity to create positive change in your life. Most importantly, your spiritual body has been reconnected to its source, allowing you to access levels of peace, wisdom, and unconditional love that perhaps you had forgotten were possible. This spiritual connection provides an unshakable foundation for all the other aspects of your healing and growth. As all these layers of transformation continue to integrate and stabilize, you rest in the profound satisfaction of knowing that you have done deep, important work tonight. You have not just changed your mind about a few things, but have literally rewired your consciousness at the most fundamental levels. This is the kind of healing that creates lasting change, not just temporary relief. The process continues even now as you rest, and it will continue after you awaken, unfolding naturally and organically as you move through your daily life. You do not need to consciously maintain or protect these changes. They are now part of your basic operating system, as natural and automatic as breathing. As you continue to rest in this profound state of healing and renewal, your consciousness begins to prepare for the gentle transition back to your normal waking awareness. However, this is not a return to who you were before this journey began, but rather an awakening into the new version of yourself that has been born through this process of clearing and transformation. Your subconscious mind takes these final moments to create strong neural pathways that will ensure the permanence of your healing. Like a master architect put into the finishing touches on a beautiful building, Your inner wisdom is securing all the positive changes that have occurred, making them an integral part of your psychological and energetic structure. You may notice that even as you begin this gentle ascent back toward normal consciousness, you feel no anxiety about losing what you have gained. This is because the transformation you have experienced is not superficial or temporary, but has occurred at the deepest levels of your being. It is now woven into the very fabric of who you are, as permanent and natural as the color of your eyes or the pattern of your fingerprints. The healing energies that have been working within you throughout this journey now stabilize into a gentle, continuous flow that will support your well-being long after this session ends, like a spring of fresh water that has been uncovered after removing the debris that blocked it. This inner flow of positivity and healing will continue to nourish you day after day, year after year. As you prepare to return to ordinary consciousness, you carry with you the cellular memory of perfect peace, unconditional self-love, and unlimited potential. Even when your conscious mind becomes busy with the activities of daily life, this deeper part of you will remember and maintain the state of wholeness and well-being that you have achieved tonight. Your dreams tonight and in the nights to come will continue the healing work that began during this session. Your subconscious mind will use your sleep time to further integrate and expand upon the positive changes, often through symbolic dreams that reflect your inner transformation. You may dream of flying, representing your newfound freedom from old limitations. You may dream of finding treasures, representing the discovery of your own hidden gifts and abilities. You may dream of healing or being healed, representing the ongoing restoration of your authentic self. These healing dreams will be gentle and restorative, never overwhelming or frightening. Your subconscious mind now operates from a place of love and wisdom rather than fear and limitation. So even challenging dreams will ultimately serve your growth and healing rather than creating new trauma or anxiety. When you awaken tomorrow morning, you may notice that the world looks slightly different to you. Not because anything external has changed, but because you are perceiving it through the clear lens of your renewed consciousness, rather than through the filters of old fears and limitations. Colors may seem more vivid, beauty more apparent, and possibilities more abundant. You may also notice that you feel differently in your body. Lighter, more energetic, more at home in your own skin. The toxic emotions that were stored in your cellular memory have been released, allowing your natural vitality and aliveness to shine through. Your posture may naturally improve as you no longer carry the weight of old emotional burdens. Your voice may become clearer and more resonant as you speak from your authentic truth, rather than from defensive positions. In your interactions with others, you may find that people respond to you differently, drawn to the genuine warmth and confidence that now radiates from your being. This is not because you are trying to be different, but because you are finally free to be authentically yourself without the masks and armor that old wounds once required. Some relationships in your life may deepen and improve as people appreciate the more relaxed, open version of yourself that emerges. Others may naturally fade or transform as the dynamics that were based on your old patterns no longer serve either party. Trust this natural evolution of your relationships, knowing that as you become more authentic, you attract people who can appreciate and match your authenticity. In your work and creative endeavors, you may find new energy and inspiration flowing through you. Projects that once felt overwhelming may now seem manageable and even enjoyable. Your problem-solving abilities may improve as your mind is no longer clouded by negative assumptions and fears. Your leadership abilities may emerge or strengthen as you operate from confidence rather than insecurity. Most importantly, you may discover a new quality of self-compassion that makes every aspect of your life more enjoyable. When you make mistakes, instead of harsh self-criticism, you offer yourself the same understanding you would give to a good friend. When you face challenges, instead of assuming you cannot handle them, you approach them with curiosity and confidence in your ability to find solutions. This self-compassion extends to your past self as well. The person you were before this healing, the one who struggled with negativity, limitation, and self-doubt, is now held in your heart with complete forgiveness and understanding. You see that earlier version of yourself as someone who was doing their best with the resources and awareness they had at the time. There is no judgment, only appreciation for the journey that brought you to this moment of healing and transformation. As your consciousness continues its gentle ascent toward waking awareness, you feel profound gratitude washing through every cell of your being. Gratitude for your own courage in undertaking this healing journey. Gratitude for the infinite intelligence that guided the process so perfectly. Gratitude for the support of benevolent forces, seen and unseen, that held space for your transformation. Gratitude for the very experiences that once seemed purely negative but actually provided the contrast that motivated your growth. This gratitude is not just a fleeting emotion, but becomes a fundamental attitude that will color all your future experiences. When you approach life from gratitude rather than fear, from appreciation rather than criticism, from abundance rather than scarcity, you naturally attract more experiences worthy of gratitude. Gratitude becomes a magnetic force that draws goodness into your life. In these final moments of deep trance, your subconscious mind receives one last wave of healing energy that seals and protects all the work that has been accomplished. This energy creates an invisible shield around your renewed consciousness, ensuring that old negative patterns cannot re-establish themselves and that new, positive patterns have the protection they need to flourish and grow. You feel this protective energy as a warm, golden glow that surrounds your entire being. This glow will remain with you as you return to normal consciousness and will continue to strengthen over the coming days and weeks. It is a sign that you are now operating under divine protection, aligned with forces that support your highest good and greatest joy. Your body begins to naturally prepare for the return to waking consciousness. Your breathing gradually becomes more normal in rhythm, though it retains the deeper, more nourishing quality that you discovered during your healing journey. Your heart rate gently increases to support more active awareness, while maintaining the coherent, peaceful rhythm that promotes optimal health and emotional balance. The muscles throughout your body begin to regain their normal tone and responsiveness, though they retain the memory of perfect relaxation that will make it easier for you to release tension whenever you choose to do so. Your nervous system calibrates itself for normal daily activities while maintaining the calm resilience that will help you navigate stress with grace and wisdom. As you begin this final transition, know that you are not leaving the healing state behind, but rather carrying it with you into your waking life. The peace you discovered in the sacred clearing, the healing you received in the crystal pool, the transformation you experienced on the starlit beach. All of this remains with you as a permanent part of your being. You have discovered that healing and wholeness are not destinations to be reached, but rather your natural state to be remembered and reclaimed. Tonight you have remembered who you truly are beneath all the accumulated fears and limitations. You have reclaimed your birthright of joy, peace, love, and unlimited creative potential. When you are ready, and only when you are completely ready, you will allow your eyes to open and your awareness to return fully to the present moment. There is no rush, no urgency. You have all the time you need to complete this transition perfectly. Trust your own inner wisdom to guide you back to normal consciousness at exactly the right pace for you. As you prepare to open your eyes, you do so with the knowledge that you are awakening not just from this healing trance, but into a new life. A life free from the subconscious negativity that once limited your happiness and potential. You are awakening into your authentic self, ready to create and experience all the beauty, love, and joy that life has to offer. When your eyes open, you will feel refreshed, renewed, and ready to embrace all the wonderful changes that are already beginning to unfold in your life. You will feel deep gratitude for this healing experience and excitement about the positive future that lies ahead of you. Take all the time you need, and when you are ready, gently and naturally allow yourself to return to full waking consciousness, carrying with you all the healing, all the love, all the positive transformation that you have received tonight. You are whole. You are healed. You are free. And so it is.